Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Thursday, September 29th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. I do want to, of course, remind you this is a general daily read for all 12 signs, so just take what resonates. And I do appreciate you hitting the like button, leaving me a comment or several down below, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I do want to say sorry for skipping a day, okay, for not coming out with the daily read for Wednesday, but I just woke up yesterday with a lack of motivation, literally had no motivation, decided it's just not in the cards for me to read for the day, but I was pulling cards for myself and I couldn't help but think about the channel pretty much the entire day, strategizing and figuring out how to expand this channel next. But anyways, so stay tuned for that because there is a new expansion soon. But we're going to begin by pulling from the Energy Oracle deck and see what we have to look forward to for Thursday. Oh, and the fact that there's a hurricane coming here in Florida and all I could think about was the channel. Anyways, but we have hostilities. Oh, goodness. Okay. We'll see more as to what that is entailing. But then we have strategy, interestingly enough, and blossoming abundance. So I do feel like there's some hostilities you're going to have to cope with, deal with, or just are surrounding you in one way, shape, or form. Some of you even pushed to think back to it in, when it comes to your past. But due to certain levels of strategy you're implementing or planning to, in the midst of which there's a lot of abundance to be experienced, to be absorbed, I want to say. But underneath it all, you could be feeling a little bit brokenhearted, okay? Or focus on what left you disappointed recently and how you're coping with that to the best of your ability, okay? Let's pull some tarot from the Mystic Mondays. What else do we have for Thursday? Bear with me. Sometimes when a deck is flipped upside down, the bottom of the deck plays into the reading, so I was told to flip that so I couldn't see it. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups coming out. I really do feel as if, wow, I just put the whole deck on top of the Brokenhearted card, and the Seven of Swords is on the bottom, okay? And the Lovers. So for some of you, a little bit of disappointment or healing taking place in regards to a secretive or mysterious love situation, or a situation that doesn't seem very much, okay, either understood or just not all it's cracked up to be. Okay. The Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, because I really do feel like this is a day of communication, a day of things racing forward in a positive light, okay? And it may be a day where you're so focused, so wrapped up in your work or just what needs to be fixed or, okay, altered, improved upon, that you just, and I'm hearing the word growth, that you heal through it all. That's beautiful. And I really do feel as if something you began recently is gaining a true amount of abundance for you, okay? That wasn't the best wording, but I do feel as if it's helping you receive the abundance you deserve, okay? Let's pull from the Light Seers now. Wow, this deck is not right. I do sense that you're being pushed to think back to when you manifested something quite easily. So don't fret, you can manifest something similar, or you can manifest whatever you're contemplating on acquiring or just succeeding with moving forward. I do feel as if that's taking a focus for one reason or another, your ability to co-create, to manifest, to believe in something wholeheartedly, excuse me, and then see it come to be as you work towards it in one way, shape, or form. But we have the Page of Cups. It's a day where you're being pushed to drift to other worlds, mentally, emotionally, to recognize that yes, there's a beauty in a simplicity and even a complexity, as I drawn to the hostility card, in staying in the present moment. But what do you wish to acquire? What do you wish to see successful? And don't allow it to be something that you know has stressed you out recently. But I just feel like you're being pushed to understand, as I see the Seven of Cups, the options for you are endless, okay? But there's just a greater vision you're being pushed to keep in one's perspective so that you don't minimalize what is possible to come to be, okay? Manifest your dreams is now what I'm getting. But don't be surprised when you're in the middle of a conversation or you're in the middle of doing something and you simply space the F out, okay? And you're just wondering, why was I drifting to that place? Focus on your dreams as well. Now, what you dream to see come to be, right? Your goals, wishes. But if you take a nap, you're going to potentially vividly dream, or just even when you wake up or from the previous days. Wow, the dreams I've been having recently, I mean, just out of this world. Maybe it's because I moved to Florida. I don't know. Just wow. Anyways, the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, they're reminding me of when I woke up the other morning and all I heard was I had to wake you up out of that trance. Anyways, the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups, because I do feel as if there's a focus on what needs to be walked away from and what you've had to walk away from in the past in order to move towards a level of happiness. And I do feel like there's a push to recognize when throughout this specific day you need to walk away from a situation, excuse me, to move towards a level of peace, comfort is what I'm hearing, happiness, okay? Or to regain that place of peace, right? Because I do feel like there's certain stressful factors. Some of your spirituality is playing into it, okay? Your dreams may be stressing you out is what I'm hearing. Oh, I didn't show you my my tarot shirt. Let me show you. Just got online recently. Anyways, the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I'm being told to cleanse my energy, as I just connected that laugh to something I was watching on social media. Anyways, I really do feel as if I'm struggling to speak. Bear with me. Mercury retrograde. I'm spiritually messed with. Anyways, the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. It's like you're doing your best is what I'm getting. A very peaceful vibe, a very one with nature kind of vibe as well for the most part, or at least for some. But you're just very much, I'm out here and can't get away. There might be certain factors that are keeping you where you're at. And I do feel as if the energy could be a little bit rough or just not the best. But I do sense that you're very peaceful in the midst of a bit of chaos or a bit of rough energy or just some not so ideal occurrences or situation, you name it. It's going to vary from case to case. But I do feel like you're going to be pushed to remember that there's an ending in sight, okay? And to remember that you're in the midst of somewhat of a wish fulfillment for oneself, okay? 819, 819, look up that angel number meaning, as there is a message for you. Let's continue and pull from the, I want to pull a Kipper card. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune coming out from this deck. I do feel as if things are happening for you. Things are spinning in the right direction, but it may feel like at times the wheels are spinning in your head or just you're a little bit dizzy, right? The energy is a little bit chaotic once again, or just unhealthy. It feels like even your spirituality is making you a little bit nervous or just a little bit all over the place. I do feel like there's thoughts of past injury or just past heartbreak once again. Thinking about how to best heal oneself. I do recommend implementing self-care throughout this day. Stop delaying it, I feel the need to say. But I do sense that there's a message of concern coming into play in regards to a message of concern coming in, and it's about a change, okay? Somebody might be a little bit more stressed that you're energetically connected to. Oh my God, if I could speak, bear with me. But for whatever reason, you're being viewed in a high honored light, and that's bringing in an unexpected amount of income, okay? I'm hearing they need your services or service, or it's just an amount of abundance coming in to say you're worth it, okay? To say you deserve this high honor, all right? Being viewed as somebody who's going places. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're putting in a level of hard work in a place where you feel a little bit imprisoned, right? Whether that's the work environment, it could be at home, a level of feeling you can't escape to a whole new world or escape to a new location, or feeling just so wrapped up in your work that it feels like you're imprisoning oneself. But I do feel like you're being pushed to recognize all of the efforts that you've put in to something and how that's paying off, okay? So I don't even know if this reading is coming out the way it's meant to. I just kind of blanked out a bit. Anyways, we also have gift. Okay, a gift of success is what I'm hearing. A gift of success. A push to recognize that you are succeeding throughout this day. A push to recognize that in the midst of certain annoyances or certain difficulties, certain levels of hostility, once again, things are changing, things are developing and proceeding in the way they're meant to. And you'll acquire what you're meant to moving forward. That's a reminder throughout this day. You'll bond and connect and further develop certain connections as they're meant to moving forward. So don't stress that, okay? I do feel like there's chances to, or at least one specific chance to connect with somebody new if you so choose. But I do feel as if there's a lot of focus on oneself throughout this day, on your individual work, your success, your income, your money, stuff of that nature. You could even find yourself stumbling upon something you want to purchase online or in person. But I do feel as if you're being reminded that things are happening smoother than they appear at times or feel, because at times you are getting wrapped up in your emotions or just the details, or things do feel a little bit rough from time to time, energy-wise or whatever the case may be. But a conversation at one point in the day will remind you that you know what you're doing and you're doing it well, period, okay? And it's a day that reminds you once again, things are falling into place as they're meant to in more than one way, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.